Time. Welcome, judges. My name is Eugene, and I'm a home brewer. It's an honor to serve you guys here today. Coffee is a wonderful drink. Some people like it to be light or bold, or even some people love it with complex flavor or simple flavor profile, and that's okay. There's no right or wrong when it comes to taste. But there is one thing which everybody will love it and chasing for it, which is a strong, sweet cup of coffee. Sweet coffee is always favorite to anyone, and every barista or brewer is finding their ways to achieve it, maybe through adjusting grind size, brew ratio, brew water, or maybe brew temperature. But today, I'm very excited to share you my findings throughout the years of brewing coffee. I realized that the key to sweet coffee is the uniformity of coffee particle size. But how? How do we make sure our coffee particle size is uniform enough? As we all know, for example, when we cut things slowly, the shape and the size of the objects must be more even and uniform. But on the other hand, when we cut things at a faster speed, the shape and the size of the objects must be more difficult to control, and it's not that even. So, back to coffee. When we grind coffee at a slower speed, we can definitely create coffee grounds with more uniform shapes and size. Judges, you may see my results from my research. Most grinder which grinds around 1600 to 1800 RPM will produce at least 30% of fine grinds. However, the grinder I use today, Lagon P64, is able to grind at a speed of 200 RPM, which is 8 times slower than the commercial grinders. And amazingly, it only contains 15% of fine grinds in the coffee. So, with this smaller number of fine grinds, it implicates that an even extraction is more easier to achieve. And this coffee will contain less astringency, less bitterness, and letting the sweetness to stand out. In short, less fines, more even grind distributions, more sweetness. Judges, please relax yourself. And I will start my brew shortly. Now, please allow me to brew the perfect cup now, and you may see the next info board for my recipe and the tasting profile. As for the coffee I'm using today, 17 grams of ground coffee, 250 ml of water to brew a beverage of 200 ml, and I bring my own water. TDS of my water is 75 ppm and a pH of 7. And the coffee I'm using, Panama Abu Gesha Natural. And this coffee, natural processing was done carefully, making a mild fruit penetration. And my brew will be end at 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And I will split my brews into 5 stages, starting with pre-infusions, 40 ml, then with 2 stages of 55 ml, and last 2 stages of 50 ml to end my brew with a temperature of 94 degrees Celsius. This coffee is going to amaze you how the flavors change in stages. I would like you to please write down a few notes for me. You will be able to find the aroma of orange blossom and sweet berries. In hot flavor, you will be able to find cherry juice, red apple, and mixed berries. As the coffee cools, pineapple will pronounce. In hot aftertaste, you will find floral and honey. When it's warm, it's also honey and floral. And the acidity of this coffee is sweet and balanced with a medium intensity, which reminds us of sweet apple and turns into very ripened pineapple when it's cool. And the body of this coffee is medium intensity with a smooth and silky texture. For your information, target TDS for today 1.45 for intensity of aroma and flavors. Judges, please relax yourself and enjoy the final brewing session with me. You may bring the info board backstage and refer it later. Judges, this coffee is overloaded with honey sweetness, and it will make you go for this coffee again and again and again. Alright, judges, thank you for waiting. This brew method will end up with a flat bed, which represents an even exception. Judges, please allow me to clean the table now while waiting the perfect tasting time for this coffee. Judges, while assessing the aroma, I will swirl for each of you. Please prepare yourself and you may ease your mask when assessing the aroma. Alright, judges, are you excited? Alright, so I will swirl my coffee. Again, you will find orange blossoms and berries. Alright. Orange blossoms and berries. Orange blossoms and berries. Judges, you may assess the aroma yourself while I'm preparing your cup. Judges, I will serve you with this origami cup, so you don't have to use your cupping spoon. You may drink it directly from the cup. May I? Thank you. May I, Judge? Thank you. May I? Thank you very much. Alright, judges, flavor and the aftertaste will be your first focus. Then, when you will enjoy the acidity and the body of this coffee, judges, please wait for my guidance to evaluate this coffee. Now, with this new finding of slow grinding speed and particle size uniformity, I'm sure every barista or brewer like me will be able to create a sweet, balanced, and memorable cup of coffee. Judges, whenever you think of sweet coffee, I hope it will remind you of this coffee. Please, you may stir the coffee 5 times and you may enjoy the coffee right now. Enjoy. And my name is Eugene. Thanks for having me here. Thanks.